Hello students and welcome to Standard 9 English study sessions. In today's session we'll see lesson number 1.3, that's a poem from our textbook Kumar Bharti. We have seen already lesson number 1.1 and 1.2 along with the textual grammar, so I hope that everything is clear to you till now. So can we begin the next part now? Fine. So the poem, have you ever seen? What is this poem and how it goes? Just we'll see. As usual, we are going to split this poem in 3 parts as our regular thing, and that is reading, explanation and analysis. But in today's video, we'll see only the first 2 parts. In the next video, we'll see the complete analysis of the poem separately, so that it will be helpful to you to write accordingly the appreciation of the poem. So can we begin the poem directly? Have you ever seen? One more thing before beginning the poem, the warming up section of this poem I have sent in through PDF, in which I have cleared the whole section in deep. So do observe that one, try to remember that one and try to understand also. So let's go directly to the poem. Have you ever seen? The poet is anonymous. Anonymous means we don't know the name of the poet. Someone sometime has written and just he has left from there. He or she might be, don't know whether it is a male or a female. Anonymous, completely unknown person. But the poem is so nice and interesting that you will try on your own such types of poems, to compose such types of poems. I am sure. Okay, try on your own some poems, this type of poems, because it's full of pun. The figures of speech in this poem are pun and interrogation or rhetorical question. So let's see. First section, reading. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen a sheet on a riverbed, or a single hair from a hammer's head? Has the foot of a mountain any toes? And is there a pair of garden hose? Does the needle ever wink its eye? Why doesn't the wing of a building fly? Can you tickle the ribs of a parasol, or open the trunk of a tree at all? Are the teeth of a rake ever going to bite? Have the hands of a clock any left or right? Can the garden plot be deep and dark? And what is the sound of the bird's bark? Very nice. When you read that poem, that time also it's sounding very nice. Okay. So that was the first part, reading. You all will read the poem first carefully. Okay. Now next part is explanation of the poem. Now this poem is filled with homographs type words. Means what? One word having 2 meanings. Same word, but it has 2 different meanings and it is used in different contextual parts. That is homograph. And when these types of homographs are used in the poems, the figure of speech here involved is pun. Okay, 2 different meanings, and it becomes very interesting in the poem to see these types of words. Okay, so the whole poem is rhetorical question and pun having figures of speech. Now let's see line wise explanation of this poem. Have you ever seen a sheet on a riverbed? Now what is the meaning of sheet? Here underline the word sheet, which is a homograph, which is used in 2 different contextual meanings. Sheet means what? We use our bed, we cover our bed with a sheet. That is called bed sheet. Do we cover or not our beds with the sheets? That is bed sheet. And the river which flows through the part, that part is also called bed. So bed, our sleeping bed plus our this part of the river through which it flows, that is called a bed. So what the poet says, have you ever seen a sheet on a river's bed? Bed means one sleeping and one is used as the river's bed. So river has bed, but have you ever seen sheet spread on that? Becomes interesting. Or a single hair from a hammer's head. Hammer means what? The tool which we use, instrument which we use for just for the nails. Whenever we use the hammer, we can say in Marathi that is called hatodi. What we call it? Hatodi, hammer. And the part above that hammer is called as head. So the poet says the hammer has head, but it does not have any hair. Now obviously whenever there is head, there must be hair. Is it or not? Some in other exceptional cases, in human beings there are no hair, that is different, that's apart. But generally whenever we think of head, there must be hair on those heads or not. So hammer has head, but have you ever seen a single hair from a hammer's head? Is it possible? No. Next is, has the foot of a mountain any toes? Foot now is a homograph. Foot means our feet. We have 2 feet, that is foot. And to our feet we have toes. Toes means what? Bow toe. Do we have or not? Okay. So mountain foot means what? The downstairs part of the mountain. You know that in geography you have studied mountain foot, not feet, foot only. So whenever we hear the word foot, immediately we click that foot has toes. But have you ever seen the mountain has foot? Mountain has foot, but has it toes? Have you ever seen toes to the mountain foot? No. And is there a pair of garden hose? Have you ever seen? Now hose means what? The stocking which we wear. Stocking, or what this tights, pair of tights or stockings. Just like socks. Do we use up to here or not? Stocking that. It's called hose. And we generally use these stockings in a pair. We never use for one leg only. Have you seen ever? No. We use socks, shoes, stockings for both the legs. It's very interesting to see only in one leg. Fine. So it's not possible. It always comes in pair. But what about garden hose? The poet is saying garden hose means what? A flexible tube which is used in the garden for watering the plants. So have you ever seen there is a pair of garden hose? Because hose means pair. Hose means what? Stocking. It always comes in pair. So does ever this garden hose have pair? No. Next, does the needle ever wink its eye? Now see, eye. Eye is a homograph here. Eye always winks, makes the movement up and down. But needle also has an eye through which we wave that thread. Is it or not? Needle has eye, but have you seen that needle's eye ever winking? Blinking? No. Why doesn't the wing of a building fly? Wing means what? Wing. And wing is used for flying only. Birds use the wings. Even aeroplanes have wings and it's used for flying. Now building wing means what? Wing A, wing 2, wing 3, wing 4, A, B, C, D, this type you might have heard. There are many buildings in one area of the same owner, and he or she might have given the names as A wing, B wing, C wing, D wing. That is also called wing. But have you ever seen the wing of a building fly? No. Homograph. Wing. Can you tickle the ribs of a parasol? Parasol means what? Umbrella. Parasol. So can you tickle? Now ribs means what? Ribs are the bones around our chest. This type of curvy bones around our chest. Ribs. And umbrella also has this type of ribs. Umbrella does have or not this type of ribs. Okay. So can you tickle? You can tickle the ribs of your chest. But can you ever tickle the ribs of the parasol or umbrella? Made funny. Or open the trunk of a tree at all. Trunk means what? A chest or what? A box type. In the olden days, this trunk was used as a suitcase. Nowadays we call it suitcase. There was trunk in the olden days. A box, a metal box to keep the things inside. That is trunk. We could open that trunk. But have you ever seen opening the trunk of a tree? Now trunk has two meanings. One is the box, metal box. Another is the trunk, the central part of the tree. Trunk, khod, which we call in Marathi. Okay. So it has two meanings. So one meaning is can be opened. This chest can be opened or this box can be opened. But can you open the trunk of a tree? Have you ever seen? No. Are the teeth of a rake ever going to bite? Now see, teeth of living organisms, living things, that is animals or humans. They have teeth. And these teeth are used for biting. Do we or not? We use for biting. Now this rake is an instrument which is used in the garden to what we can say, rake, you might have seen what this type of instrument, it has teeth which is always used in the garden. So have you ever seen any rake biting? No. So teeth of a rake ever going to bite. Have the hands of a clock any left or right? Now hands means generally of human, and we have left hand, we have right hand. Clocks also have hands. So have you ever seen the hands of a clock any left or right? Do we call it left hand, right hand? No. So word is same, meanings are different. Do remember this thing. Can the garden plot be deep and dark? Garden plot means the area in which there is garden, this, where the plants are planted, trees are planted. So, and plot, another meaning is for an evil or wicked plan somewhat, wicked, cruel plan to deceive someone, to cheat someone. That is also called as plot. And these types of plans or plots are always deep and dark. दुष्ट योजना, एखाद्याला फसवण्यासाठी. Okay. So, can the garden plot be deep and dark? No, plot has two meanings here. And what is the sound of the bird's bark? Birch is the name of a tree, birch tree. And every tree has bark. Now bark has two meanings. The sound of a dog that is barking and the outer cover of a tree. So what is the sound of the bird's bark? Have you ever heard the sound of the bark of the tree? No. So this way the poet has used in interesting way the homographs, same word but has two different meanings in two different contexts. So this was the poem Have You Ever Seen, and written by anonymous poet. I hope that you have understood the poem well, nicely. So thank you for watching my video.